Get loose. Speeding up. Stay clear.
He's going for the boat. Move it.
Watch out.
The ocean has always been treated like empty space, a vast blue nothing where ships pass through and fish are pulled out without question. But every once in a while, something surfaces that doesn't fit into any chart, any textbook, or any explanation we're comfortable with. What you're about to see isn't a single story. It's a collection of recordings captured by fishermen and small crews across different parts of the world. Different waters, different cultures, but the same reaction every time: panic, confusion, and silence afterward. None of these clips were meant to go public. Most were found after the fact. And in every case, whatever they encountered never stayed long enough to be explained. Watch closely. The first footage comes from the coast of Busan, South Korea, where a group of fishermen were hauling in their early morning catch just before sunrise.
Hold his arm.
Hold it.
I'm trying. It's slipping.
Damn thing won't quit. Watch the tail.
Get a line around it.
I can't. It's twisted again.
Keep it down. Keep it. Whoa.
Hang on.
The net felt heavier than usual, but not in a way that suggested a large fish. When they pulled it up, something inside was moving differently. At first, they thought it was a diver tangled in the mesh, but as the shape became clearer, panic set in. The creature had a humanoid upper body, shoulders, arms, even knees, but below that, its legs were fused into long, fin-like extensions, flexing and snapping against the net. The men tried to restrain it, shouting to keep its weight down as it kicked with surprising strength. One of them yelled that it was looking straight at him. The eyes blinked, focused. A sudden violent twist ripped part of the net open. In one motion, the creature slid free, hit the water, and vanished beneath the surface. The men stood frozen, staring at the empty sea, unsure whether to keep filming or drop the camera. The recording ends there. The second clip was recorded in the South Atlantic, roughly 60 nautical miles off the Namibian coast.
It's twisting fast.
Let's tear
There's
it.
a tail coming.
Look out. It's free.
Overboard.
That weight's shrinking. It's like a blade.
It's pulling the sea apart.
A commercial trawler crew believed they had struck something solid while dragging their net across the sea floor. When they pulled it up, what emerged stunned everyone on deck. The creature's skin didn't reflect light normally. It shimmered, almost faceted, as if its surface was made of crystalline plates. One crew member can be heard laughing nervously, saying they were about to get rich. Others reached out, touching the surface and pulling their hands back in shock. But as the boat slowed, the creature began to move. The plates along its body shifted, tightening and flexing. The net strained. Without warning, the entire mass slipped through as if the mesh had lost all resistance. The creature dropped back into the water, and the water closed over it instantly. No splash, no trace, just silence. The crew never spoke about it again. This next footage comes from Palawan, Philippines, filmed by a small fishing crew working close to coral-rich waters known for sudden depth changes.
Push her down.
So John, she's going for the rail.
Get that hand off.
Brace. She's over. Ryan, you went with her. Ryan, where is he?
They had just pulled up their net when a piercing scream cut through the audio. Inside the net was a greenish mermaid-like creature, thrashing violently. Its skin was slick, almost glowing under the sun. The scream wasn't animal. It was sharp, strained, and unmistakably vocal. The men backed away, shouting, trying to hold the net down with poles and rope. As the creature twisted, it grabbed one of the nets with both hands and pulled. Two men lost their footing. Another dropped the camera as the creature tore itself free, slamming back into the water. The screaming stopped the moment it submerged. The crew recovered the camera later. None of them returned to those waters again. The fourth clip was recorded near the Cape Breton Island, Canada, during a cold water lobster haul.
Hold me flat. The arm is yanking.
Knee on the tail. Hang
He's
on.
twisting. Watch his head.
Stronger than a tuna, I swear.
Hold tight. Stay out. Stay on his bucket. Grab him.
No.
He's off!
The fishermen believed they had caught a seal at first. What they pulled up instead had a thick beard, deep-set eyes, and long, claw-like fingers that dug into the deck boards. It took 3 men just to pin the creature's upper body. It snarled, teeth bared, striking at anything within reach. One fisherman yelled that it felt too strong for its size. As they tried to secure it, the creature twisted violently, raking its claws across the deck and shoving itself towards the edge. In a sudden burst of force, it slipped free and dropped back into the icy water. The men didn't cheer. They didn't speak. The camera stayed trained on the ocean long after the surface settled. The clip ends with one man whispering that it knew exactly where it was going. The 5th footage comes from the Aegean Sea off the coast of Greece, filmed by a small charter crew testing new camera equipment.
It's twisting fast! It's tearing! Look out! Hold it! It's free!
What they caught initially appeared almost human. The creature had defined shoulders, a chest, arms, even hands that gripped the net with intent. The lower half remained obscured, but its movements were coordinated, controlled. One crew member stepped back, saying it didn't feel like an animal. The moment the net loosened, the creature launched itself upward, clearing the side of the boat in a single motion and crashing back into the water. The splash was violent but brief. Within seconds, the sea returned to calm. The crew stood motionless, stunned by how easily it escaped. The footage cuts out abruptly, as if no one remembered to stop recording. The next recording comes from Haida Gwaii off the northwest coast of Canada, an area known for deep, cold waters and sudden changes in current.
Hold it tight! I'm trying! What the hell is that thing? Stay back! It's killing the net!
A lone fisherman was pulling his net when he felt a violent tug that nearly dragged him forward. At first, he assumed he had snagged debris or a large predator, but what came up instead was something twisted and horrifying. The creature's body was partially humanoid but warped, its limbs bent at unnatural angles, its skin dark and slick as if it thrashed against the net. The fisherman backed away, yelling, trying to keep distance as the creature lunged towards him, snapping and clawing. In panic, he shoved the net back overboard. The creature vanished instantly, as if it had never been there. The man later uploaded the footage, claiming his hands wouldn't stop shaking for hours afterward. This next clip was filmed in the waters near Okinawa, Japan.
Twisting fast! It's tearing! Sail coming! Look out! Hold it! It's free! Overboard!
Where a small crew was testing new fishing equipment late in the afternoon. The net came up unusually tight, stretching under tension as if something inside was fighting to stay submerged. When the creature surfaced, it resembled a mermaid-like figure, but its movements were wrong. Instead of thrashing wildly, it moved with bursts of speed, launching itself repeatedly towards the edge of the boat. The crew shouted, trying to restrain it, but none could get a solid grip. Then, without warning, it leapt. The creature hit the water and immediately began swimming alongside the boat, its movements eerily similar to a dolphin, smooth and powerful. Within seconds, it accelerated and disappeared beneath the waves. The crew later said they felt like they had been tested and dismissed. Footage 8 comes from the Strait of Malacca, recorded by a commercial crew during a night haul. As soon as they pulled the net halfway up, the boat's lights illuminated not one but several shapes circling beneath the surface. Inside the net was a single mermaid-like creature, writhing and pulling, but surrounding the boat were others, dark forms moving in coordinated patterns. The crew's voices rise in panic as they realized they're no longer alone. Fearing capsizing, they cut the net loose, abandoning the catch entirely. The trapped creature slipped back into the water, immediately joining the others. Within moments, every shape vanished. The captain later stated that leaving the creature was the only reason they made it back alive. The 9th clip is one of the most disturbing. It was recorded near Puerto Montt, Chile, and was recovered from a memory card found floating days later.
slippery as hell!
The footage shows a crew hauling in something grotesque, a mermaid-like creature with distorted features and an aggressive posture. As it breaks free, it shoves one of the men hard enough to knock him off balance. The shouting grows frantic. The camera hits the deck, still recording. You hear splashing, screaming, and then silence. No rescue signal was ever received. The boat was later found adrift, empty. No bodies, no blood. Just the phone still recording when it was recovered. No one who boarded that vessel was ever seen again. Footage comes from Lake Baikal, Russia, filmed by a fisherman and his wife during a quiet early morning outing.
Oh, what the hell?
That's not a fish.
It's a merman? Look out! Hey! That's faster than any fish I've seen.
When they pulled their net in, a merman emerged, humanoid from the waist up, with pale skin and unblinking eyes. Neither of them spoke for several seconds. The wife can be heard whispering prayers as the creature struggled weakly. Unlike the others, it didn't attack, it simply stared. Overcome with fear, they cut the net and pushed it back into the water. The creature sank slowly, never breaking eye contact until the surface closed above it. They never fished that lake again. The next footage was recorded in the Arabian Sea off the coast of Oman.
Hey, hold his arm! Hold it!
I'm trying! It's slipping!
Damn thing won't quit! Watch the tail! Get a line around it!
I can't! It's twisting again!
Keep it down! Keep it full!
Where a deep-sea fishing crew was hauling nets at dawn. When the weight came up, it felt solid, heavy in a way that suggested muscle rather than mass. What emerged stunned everyone on board. The creature looked almost human. Broad shoulders, thick arms, a torso defined with muscle like a trained fighter. Its skin was dark and scarred, as if it had survived countless battles beneath the waves. One crew member muttered that it looked like a warrior from the ocean. The creature didn't thrash wildly. Instead, it watched, calculated. When one man stepped closer, it exploded into motion, wrenching free and slamming back into the sea with terrifying force. The crew later admitted the calm before it moved was the most frightening part.
This next recording comes from the coast of Brazil near Recife.
Hold his arm! Hold it!
Trying! It's slipping! Damn thing won't quit! Watch the tail!
Get a line around him!
He's twisting again! Keep him down! Whoa!
Hang on!
Watch it! Camera!
Where a crew captured a muscular merman during a night haul. It took multiple men to restrain it. The creature fought violently, slamming its tail and ramming its body against the deck. At one point, it locked eyes with the camera. Then it surged forward, striking the lens directly. The image cuts to static. When the camera was later retrieved, the crew claimed the creature escaped moments after the recording ended, but none of them would speak on record about what else happened that night. The 15th footage is one of the most chilling. It was recorded somewhere in the southern Indian Ocean, exact coordinates unknown.
Hold ready! Keep back! Rope slipping! Hold her steady! She's faster now! Pin the tail! She's rolling again! Pull tight!
The crew's net surfaced, holding a massive mermaid-like creature. Its size was unbelievable, larger than anything they had ever seen. The crew celebrated at first, convinced they had captured something historic. But as the creature moved, the tone shifted. The net strained, the boat rocked, the creature pulled with deliberate strength. The footage ends abruptly. No distress call was received. Days later, the vessel was found abandoned. No crew, no signs of life. Only the net, torn apart, trailing into the sea. The 16th clip was recorded in the waters off Sulawesi, Indonesia, during a late-night fishing trip.
Keep that line tight! Don't let her get loose!
She's pulling hard, nets are sliding!
That rock, she's guarding it like a cub. She'll claw through. Brace her tail, Jace! I'm on it, just keep clear! Back her up! Oh.
The crew initially thought they had snagged debris when they noticed a strange glow beneath the surface. As the net emerged, a mermaid-like creature was revealed, clutching a small green orb that pulsed with light. The creature's behavior was frantic. It wrapped its arms around the object, shielding it from the crew, hissing and pulling back whenever anyone reached too close. One fisherman shouted that the light was making his eyes hurt. Another claimed the water around the boat felt warmer. As tension rose, the creature suddenly bit through part of the net and dove backward, disappearing with the glowing object still held tightly to its chest. The light vanished instantly beneath the waves. No one on the crew could explain what the orb was. Some believe it was a tool. Others think it was something far more important. Footage 17 comes from the coast of Senegal.
Hold it down! Take that hook on it!
I'm trying. It's slipping.
Get the net higher, it's gonna roll. Whoa,
Tail's kicking. I can't get a hold.
Where a small fishing crew pulled in their net just before dawn. What surfaced was a horrifying merman, its mouth wide open as it screamed, producing a sound so sharp it caused the men to recoil. The creature thrashed wildly, eyes bulging, clawing at the net as if desperate to escape. One fisherman dropped to his knees, visibly shaking, refusing to go any closer. Fearing they had angered something unnatural, the crew cut the net without hesitation. The creature sank immediately, the screaming cutting off the moment it touched the water. Several fishermen later said that sound still haunted their dreams. The 18th clip is among the most disturbing ever recovered.
She's in the net, but is she trying to talk?
Look, she's going for the...
It was recorded in the waters near Cebu, Philippines. The footage shows a crew hauling in what appears to be a mermaid. But unlike previous encounters, this creature behaves with clear intent. It lunges directly for the phone, striking it repeatedly, as if trying to stop the recording. The camera shakes violently. Voices scream in panic. Then the footage cuts. Days later, authorities found the boat drifting empty. No bodies, no blood, just the phone, still recording when it was recovered. No one who boarded that vessel was ever seen again. The 19th footage comes from the coast of Cornwall, England.
Hold it
I'm
tight!
trying to. What is this thing?
That's not a fish, man. Through, look at it! Whoa! Sam, where'd they go? Oh my God!
Filmed by a lone fisherman during a stormy afternoon. He pulls up a net containing a grotesque, horror-like creature. The thing immediately attacks, snapping and clawing toward him. In pure panic, the fisherman kicks the net and pushes it back into the ocean. The creature disappears instantly, swallowed by the waves. The fisherman later stated that he didn't care what it was. He just knew it didn't belong on land. No similar sightings were reported in that area again. The final clip was recorded near the Azores, Portugal, by a deep-sea crew who believed they had finally caught one of the legendary mermaids.
What do we do with it? Pull her! I thought you said tie it off!
No, I said hold it. Wait, which rope's mine?
Someone grab the hook! No, not that one! It's getting loose!
Let it go or...
Hold it!
The creature appeared weak, barely resisting as they pulled it aboard. The crew relaxed. That was their mistake. The moment the net loosened, the creature twisted free with incredible speed, its expression shifting as if it had been waiting. It leapt cleanly over the railing and vanished into the sea, leaving the crew stunned and shaken. Later, reviewing the footage, viewers noticed something chilling. The creature seemed to glance at each man before escaping, as if it had memorized them. The ocean doesn't give answers, it gives moments, fragments, glimpses of something that refuses to stay long enough to be understood. Across different waters, different cultures, and different years, the pattern remains the same. These beings appear, they struggle, they escape, and sometimes they don't leave everyone behind. Whether they are mermaids, sirens, or something far older, one thing is clear: the ocean isn't empty, and it's not done with us. So subscribe for more unseen footage, because some archives were never meant to be open.